going to do a follow-up video on the other one about Piketty and college and student loans. He thinks college is too expensive. So suppose you're a young person and you're watching this and you're like, okay, so college is useless. Well, what do I do? Okay. First, there are a couple of college majors that still do give you very good returns. One of them is medicine. Okay, if you're going to become a doctor, there's going to be a huge demand for doctors. Though you might want to think about not being a doctor in the US just because of medical malpractice. But wherever you go in the world, there's going to be a need for doctors. The other one that I say is solution-based engineering. This is key. There are engineers who are actually unemployed. They have a hard time getting a job. Problem is because they're just knowers and they're not doers. They don't know how to solve a problem. The reason why you learn engineering is so that you can solve a problem. If you can't solve a problem, it doesn't really matter what you know, right? Also, look for teachers who get results. Avoid teachers who have a lot of credentials. They're usually bureaucrats. They don't really know how to get results. My favorite one is trading, right? I'm not going to learn from somebody who has a PhD in finance. I'm always like, well, why aren't you a billionaire yet? Oh, well, the reason why I'm not a billionaire is because they don't know what they're doing. Right? They're like the Nobel Prize winners who are a part of long-term capital management. They had to get bailed out because they sucked so bad at trading. Yeah, they're knowers. They're not very good doers. They're terrible doers. By the way, the Nobel Prize winners, either one of them or two of them or both of them, they didn't just fail in long-term capital management. They failed again. It's just hilarious. It's like, why does anybody value college graduating students? And the truth is, what you find in the real world is they don't. If you can't solve a problem, they don't value you. You can find many of these classes, though, in alternative education, and some of these classes literally are like $50 to $100 versus $10,000. That's no brainer, right? If I can learn from somebody who's teaching trading for $100, and this person, in looking at them, gets better results than everybody else, I'm going to go learn from them. Screw all this other stuff. Like, they don't have to have a college degree. It doesn't matter, right? You don't need a degree in finance to know how to trade. You just don't. You can read a book on finance and get what you need to know and then figure out other things, okay? The other one is for if you're young and you want to be an entrepreneur, and I know a lot of young people are like, oh, well, how do I start a business and blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about that. If you look at one of my videos on Build a Better World, you'll look at a video in medical care on Jack Andraka, who identified a way to identify, pancreatic cancer. He was, if I recall, a high school or junior high kid. Did he go to college and take these upper level classes? No. He just went out and did his research, and he picked a specific topic and worked on that topic until he got a solution, right? So take notes anytime you hear someone complaining, opportunity. Where do people spend most of their money? Housing, food, water, energy, medicine, and medical care, right? Those are going to offer the biggest returns. Medical care especially. And just focus on one thing. I mean, it can be as simple as, oh, look, everybody's buying blood pressure monitors. I wonder if I can 3D print the most expensive part cheaper and then come up with an alternative blood pressure monitor that saves people, let's say, $50 each time they buy it. I have no idea, by the way, what those cost. But whatever it is, let's say you can knock off 50% of the price. There you go. That increases everybody's standard of living, right? It lowers the cost of living by increasing everybody's standard of living, if you would. And the idea is, there you go, you have a business. Same thing with housing. As I showed in one of the videos, there's a company in China that's 3D printing housing. It's going to be very affordable, very cheap, high quality. Food, water, always a good thing. Energy, we're never going to stop needing energy. And how can you make those existing products cheaper and better for the consumer? Okay, that's it. That's all. That is all making money is about. People are not going to see a solution to a problem that's 1/10 of the price and say, oh no, I would prefer to pay 10 times the price. It's just not. That's why you don't have to worry about who you know. But if you're doing jobs like, I'm going to be a swimming instructor, well, you're not going to make very much money, and you're right, you're constantly going to have to worry about being unemployed. Solutions to problems? No, because problems are never going to go away. And solutions to problems that everybody needs are really never going to go away. That right there is better than college. And just like the examples of Jack Andraka, it's just a matter of figuring out what is it that you can focus on, focus your energy on, and just specifically work to solve that one problem without everything else.